Hook, you are not who you think you are, because deep inside your DNA lies a forgotten chapter of human history, a chapter written not in books, but in bones. They left no cities, no temples, no cave paintings, only a tooth, a finger bone, and a fragment of jaw buried in silence. Yet somehow, they changed the course of human evolution. Their name, the Denisovans, and you, yes, you, might be carrying their legacy inside your blood. The story begins in 2010, deep inside the Altai Mountains of Siberia. In a cold, shadowed cave called Denisova, archaeologists made a strange discovery. It wasn't a spear, not a painting, not a skull. It was a sliver of bone, just a piece of a pinky finger, delicate, ancient, and overlooked at first. They assumed it belonged to a Neanderthal, or perhaps an early Homo sapiens. But then came the DNA test, and what they found changed everything. It was something different, not us, not Neanderthal. It was them, a completely new branch of the human family tree, unseen, unknown, unnamed until now. They called them the Denisovans, named after the very cave where their ghost first whispered through time. They didn't leave behind monuments, no myths, no tools that we can clearly call theirs. But what they did leave behind speaks volumes. They were human, but not quite like us. Close relatives of Neanderthals, distant cousins of Homo sapiens. They likely roamed from icy northern steppes down to the tropical forests of Southeast Asia. Even the isolated islands of Oceania may have felt their presence. No full skeleton has ever been found, but through fragments, teeth, bones, and DNA, we are piecing together the face of a forgotten people. They were survivors, wanderers, a people without a name, until science gave them one. That single finger bone gave us an entire genome, a complete map of a Denisovan's genetic code, and that genome became a time machine. When scientists compared it to modern human DNA, they saw something astonishing. Echoes, matches, clues, not in fossils, but in living people. In Southeast Asia, in Papua New Guinea, in parts of China and the Himalayas, people today carry up to 6% Denisovan DNA. That's not ancient history, that's living memory, coded in blood. We are not pure Homo sapiens. We are a mosaic, a patchwork of ancient humans stitched together by time and survival. For decades, we had no idea what they looked like, only guesswork, shadows, speculation. But now scientists are pulling images from DNA, turning code into faces. The Denisovans may have had wide skulls, thick brow ridges, large jaws, and strong, heavy builds. They were built for endurance, for cold, for hardship. Their bodies shaped by ice age winds and mountain air. They were powerful, but quiet, hidden behind time and earth, and slowly we are giving them back their faces. One of the most surprising finds came not from Siberia, but from a Tibetan cave, a jawbone 160,000 years old, clearly Denisovan. This told us something remarkable. They didn't just visit high altitudes. They lived there and thrived. They carried a unique gene, one that allowed them to survive where oxygen is thin. That gene, still alive today in modern Tibetan people, that adaptation, that strength came from Denisovans, a gift from an ancestor we never met. Denisovans didn't just survive, they mingled, they loved. They interbred with Neanderthals and with Homo sapiens more than once. In more than one place, each encounter left behind fragments, fragments of code, fragments of self. Their genes influence us still, in how we fight disease, in how we breathe, in how we process energy. Every heartbeat, every breath at altitude might carry an ancient whisper from them, from Denisovans. But then, they were gone. No monuments, no tombs, no farewell, just absence. Why? No one knows for certain. Maybe they merged with us completely. Maybe they were outnumbered or outcompeted. Maybe climate shifts sealed their fate. What we do know is this: they did not vanish completely because they live on in us. Their extinction was not the end. It was the beginning of something new. The Denisovans remind us that we are not alone in our ancestry. We are made of stories, of collisions and mingling bloodlines, of forgotten faces and unknown names. They live in us, not as ghosts, but as code, as instinct, as memory passed through generations. Their struggle shaped our strength. Their survival made ours possible. Even now, when we breathe in mountain air, when we adapt, when we endure, we carry something ancient, something Denisovan. We may never speak their language, but our bodies still remember. This isn't just their story, it's your story too. Subscribe to Savage Dawn and join us as we uncover more ancient truths, hidden in bone, blood, and time. They vanished from history, but not from us. Their blood, their strength, their code still echo in the breath of mountain climbers, in the lungs of high-altitude dwellers, and in the dreams of people who never knew their names. And for every Denisovan we discover, there may be 10 more waiting in the dust. Maybe their bones lie under melting glaciers. Maybe their tools still rest beneath jungle floors. Maybe their stories survive in legends we forgot how to hear. Science is just beginning to listen, and so are we, because this isn't just about the Denisovans. It's about all of them, all the ancestors, all the bloodlines, all the strange vanished people who helped make us who we are. The further back we go, the clearer the present becomes. So join us, subscribe to Savage Dawn, and help us uncover what's buried, honor what was forgotten, and reclaim the full story of being human.